Good morning, friends. Today I am going to discuss the numerical examples from single degree of freedom system, free vibration without damping. So, undamped free vibration examples we are going to deal with today. So, in the previous classes, we have discussed the derivation of the expression for response of a single degree of freedom system and certain definitions. So, we'll have some numerical examples. The first question, a weight 15 Newton is vertically suspended by a spring of stiffness 2 Newton per millimeter. Determine the natural frequency of free vibration of the system. This is normally a part A question. So let us see what are the given data. So the given data, weight 15 Newton is suspended by a spring of stiffness K 2 Newton per millimeter. So this is the data given. We are asked to find the frequency of vibration. This is the question. So this can be idealized as a mass spring system like this. A mass is attached to a spring and it is set to vertical vibrations. So from this we have the equation, the natural frequency omega is equal to root of K by M. Very important thing is the stiffness K should be, this is very important, substituted in Newton per meter. So here to see, here the K is equal to 2 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per meter. Mass is equal to W by G. 15 divided by 9.8 kilogram. Therefore substituting omega is equal to, you will get root of 2 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 15 by 9.8. This will work out to 36.15 radians per second. This is called the angular frequency or circular frequency. The natural frequency F is equal to omega divided by 2 pi, because one rotation is 2 pi radians. One cycle or one full rotation is 2 pi radians. So omega radians will be omega by 2 pi. You will get 36.15 divided by 2 pi will be 5.75 hertz or cycles per second. It's a simple example. Go on to the next question. Coming to question number 2, I'll read the question. A cantilever beam of span 1 meter supports a load of 500 Newton at free end. The cross section of the beam is 40 millimeter diameter, circular. Find the natural frequency of transverse vibration. So coming back to this, a cantilever beam 1 meter span supports a weight 500 Newton. It is 40 mm circular cross section. So a cantilever beam, when it is subjected to a load W here, it will undergo a deformation, the deflected shape. The deflection at this point is W LQ by 3EI. Therefore, stiffness of the beam K is equal to load by deflection. Stiffness is the load required to produce unit deflection, W by delta, or K is equal to K for the beam, K suffix B, I will put it 3EI by L cube. In this, you are given the Young's modulus of the beam E is equal to 200 GPa and length is equal to 1 meter. I is equal to circular cross section pi d raised to 4 by 64. Everything is known. Substitute all in Newton and meter. So that you will get the stiffness of the beam. After substitution you will get 75360 Newton per meter. Now this is equivalent to a spring mass system like this. This represents the stiffness of the beam and the weight is attached to it or the mass is attached to it. It undergoes deflection like this. It undergoes vertical vibration. So omega is equal to root of K by M, where M is equal to, the weight is 500 Newton. So 500 divided by 9.8 kilogram. Stiffness is here. The mass is known. Substituting, you will get omega is equal to root of K 75360 divided by mass 500 by 9.8. It works out to 38.44 radian per second. Therefore, the natural frequency of the system, natural frequency F is equal to omega by 2 pi 6.119 hertz. This is the first part of the question. The second part of the question is asked to find out the change in natural frequency of the system if a spring of stiffness 50 kilonewton per millimeter is introduced between the beam and the weight. So there is an additional spring was introduced between the beam and the weight. So what is the change in natural frequency? So let us see that. So coming to the second part of the question. An additional spring of 50 kilonewton per meter is introduced between the beam, this is the beam of span 1 meter, and the weight. So this is the equivalent spring mass system to the stiffness of the beam. This represents the stiffness of the beam. Spring of stiffness Ks is attached to it. So these two together, when the mass is set to vibration, both these springs will undergo different amount of deformations. This will undergo a deformation, say y1 according to its stiffness. This will undergo a deformation y2 according to its stiffness. So this can be treated as series connection, springs in series. So these two can be replaced by an equivalent one single spring. Whose spring constant we can say it as K equivalent. So in the question they will not mention whether it is series connection or parallel connection. We have to understand that when the two springs, the beam undergoes some amount of deformation, the spring undergoes some amount of deformation, both are different. So since y1 and y2 are different, it is equal to a series connection. For a series connection, the equivalent spring stiffness is 1 by K equivalent is equal to 1 by K of beam plus 1 by K of spring, or K equivalent is equal to KB into Ks divided by KB plus Ks. So on the first step we have got what is the stiffness of the beam. Stiffness of the beam is 75360 Newton per meter. Stiffness of the spring 50 kilonewton per meter. So 50 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per meter. Substituting this, we will get the K equivalent value as, in this substituting, the spring stiffness is 50 kilonewton per meter. So 50 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per meter. The equivalent spring stiffness 75,000 to 84. Therefore, the natural frequency of the system is equal to root of K by M, where M is equal to the weight of mass is 50 Newton, 500 Newton. This weight is 500 Newton. So 500 by 9.8 is the mass. Substituting in this expression, we will get the answer as 38.41 radians per second, or the natural frequency F. Second case, F is equal to 38.41 divided by 2 pi, 6.116 hertz. Therefore, change in natural frequency, the change in frequency is equal to, first case it was 6.119, the second case it is 6.116, so it works out to 0.003 hertz. Question number 3. Find the time period and natural frequency of the system shown in figure. Cross section of the beam is 30 mm by 60 mm. So, a simply supported beam at a distance of 2 meters, a spring was attached to it and a mass is hanging like this, and it is said to transverse vibration. As the beam undergoes deflection, it is said to transverse vibration. So we can, a simply supported beam with eccentric load W, say this is A and this is B. It undergoes a deformation, and this delta is W A square B square by 3EIL. So stiffness of this beam is W by delta, or that is equal to 3EIL divided by A square B square. Substitute everything. E, Young's modulus, 200 GPa, or 200 into 10 raised to 9 Newton per meter square. I, in order to find moment of inertia, it is given that its section is 30 millimeter by 60 millimeter. 30 millimeter by 60 millimeter. So you can find out what is I is equal to B dq by 12. 30 into 60 cube divided by 12. This is in millimeter raised to 4. You convert it into meter raised to 4. So A is equal to 2 meter, B is equal to 3 meter, and length is equal to 5 meter. Substituting all these values in this expression, you will get the stiffness of the beam KB is equal to 45 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per meter. Now, the question is, what is the frequency of vibration of the system? So, the spring mass idealization is to the beam having stiffness Kb, a spring of stiffness Ks is attached, and the mass undergoes vertical vibration or transverse vibration. The amount by which the beam bends or the beam deflects is one particular value y1, and the amount by which the spring undergoes deformation is different. So y1 and y2 are different. So this is in series connection. The springs are in series connection. So K for the spring, it is 60 Newton per millimeter. So 60 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per meter. So we can calculate the equivalent spring stiffness is Kb into Ks divided by Kb plus Ks. It works out to 25.71 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per meter. Therefore, the frequency of this vibration of the system omega is equal to root of K equivalent divided by M. It works out to 35.86 radians per second. And the natural frequency F is equal to omega by 2 pi. It works out to 5.71 hertz. And you're also asked to find out the time period. What is the time period? This is the cyclic motion. The time record for one cycle. One cycle is from the peak, it comes back to this lower, then go back to the topmost position. So this is one cycle. Time for one cycle. T is nothing but 1 by frequency. 1 by F, that is 1 by 5.71. That works out to 0.175 seconds. So the time taken for one vibration is called the time period. It is 0.175 second. Now we'll see the second part of the question. The second part of the question, in the above problem, if the mass is given an initial displacement of 20 millimeter and initial velocity 250 millimeter per second, find the displacement at 2 seconds. Also find the maximum displacement. So the second part, it is given at, this is second part, at time t is equal to 0, it is under initial displacement x0 is equal to 20 millimeter and initial velocity x0 dash is equal to 250 millimeter per second. You are asked to find out at t is equal to 2 seconds, what is the displacement? The question is to find the displacement at t is equal to 2 seconds. So free vibration, undamped free vibration, we have seen the equation for response of the system. The response or displacement at any time xt is equal to x0 cos omega t plus x0 dash by omega sin omega t. So everything is known to us. Omega, the natural frequency of the system, we have got in the first step. It is 35.86 radian per second obtained from the first part of the problem. Now substitute everything here. Substituting when t is equal to 2 is equal to x0 20 cos omega t 35.86 into t 2 plus x0 dash 250 by omega sin omega t. In calculation, the thing to remember is, the most important thing is, this quantity within this parenthesis is in radians. You substitute it in radians. So the calculator should be in radian mode in order to get the answer correctly. So this will work out to, otherwise if I convert it into degree, it will become 20 cos 1.25 degree plus 250 by 35.86 sin 1.25 degree. This will be in radians, otherwise you convert it into degrees and substitute it. We'll get the answer as minus 13.62 millimeter. And maximum displacement. Maximum displacement x max is nothing but the maximum displacement from mean position From the mean position, the maximum displacement. The other one is the displacement at any time. Say after 2 seconds, if it is here, this is x and this is x max, or the amplitude of vibration. That is equal to, we have learned, x0 square plus x0 dot by omega the whole square. So substituting root of x0 20 square plus 250 divided by 35.86. That works out to 21.2 millimeter. So what is the significance of this? And x is equal to 2 seconds, the displacement is 13.62 minus means this is the mean position. If this is the mean position, from the mean position, after 2 seconds, at the time of 2 seconds, the body is below this mean position. This is the maximum displacement. It is below the mean position and the displacement is from here, it is 13.62. So the body may be somewhere here. 13.65, float it in a graph, x versus t. The body will be below the mean position. If I plot it correctly, see this body starts with 20 mm. So x starts with, when x is equal to 0, x0, this is 20 mm it starts and it undergoes deformation like this, cyclic deformation. All the amplitudes remain the same. And when it is 2 seconds, this axis represents time. After 2 seconds, the body will be somewhere here. This displacement is 13.62. This displacement is 13.62. And amplitude is 21.2. That is, this is 21.2. Okay. So coming to the question number 4. Find the natural frequency for the frame shown in figure. It may be assumed that the beam is infinitely rigid and columns are of negligible mass. Find the amplitude and displacement. Find the amplitude and displacement at 2 seconds. If the system is given an initial velocity of 25 millimeters per second and initial displacement 50 millimeter. So the system is given an initial displacement 50 millimeter and the initial velocity 25 millimeter per second. So this is the frame. So here, once the horizontal load is acting on this structure, both these columns will undergo the same deformation. If this deflects like this will also undergo the deflection. Both of this will be delta. Both the columns under the action of the lateral force will undergo the same displacement. So this is modeled as, this is equivalent to this is equivalent to the two springs undergo the same amount of deformation, means it is parallel conduction. When this mass moves in this direction, both the springs will be undergoing the same deflection. This one represents the stiffness of this column AB and the other spring represents the stiffness of this column CD. The mass is put on roller so that it is considering only this horizontal vibration, the lateral vibration of this beam is considered. The beam is infinitely rigid. So this is the spring mass idealization of this system. Now the column base is fixed. So the stiffness of this column AB is equal to 12 EI by LQ. Stiffness of column CD, that is also 12 EI by LQ. And equivalent spring stiffness It's parallel connection. For parallel connection, it is KAB plus KCD. So you substitute the values of E, I, everything, and E is given as 2 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per mm square, and moment of inertia of column sections is given as 10 raised to 8 millimeter raised to 4. Substituting these values in this formula, you will get the stiffness of column AB 17.78 into 10 raised to 6 Newton per meter. Stiffness of AB 17.78 into 10 raised to 6 Newton per meter. Stiffness of the column CD 30 into 10 raised to 6 Newton per meter. And the equivalent spring stiffness is 47.78 into 10 raised to 6 Newton per meter. Therefore, the frequency of this system omega is equal to root of K equivalent divided by M. M is the mass or the weight. M is equal to the total weight divided by 9.8. So for that, the load on this beam is given as the self-weight W is equal to 10 kilonewton per meter. The self-weight of the beam is given as 10 kilonewton per meter. So this mass is equal to weight by this. Weight will be 10 kilonewton per meter. So span is 4. So 10 into 4 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 9.8 will be the mass to be substituted. So it is a beam of self-weight 10 kilonewton per meter. So that into the span 4 meter, 10 into 4 converted into Newton by 9.8 will give you the mass in kilogram. Substituting here, we will get this 108.19 radians per second, or the natural frequency F is equal to this omega by 2 pi 17.22 hertz. Now coming to this question, find the amplitude, displacement at 2 seconds, given x0 equals 50 millimeter and x0 dash is equal to 25 millimeter per second. We can make use of this equation as that in the previous example. First one, amplitude x max is amplitude root of x0 square plus x0 dash by omega the whole square. Omega we have got the value as 108.19 radian per second. So substituting here, square root of 50 square plus 25 by 108.19 will work out to 50.05 millimeter. Both these are in millimeter, so the answer will be in millimeter. Now, what is the displacement at 2 seconds? X, when t is equal to 2, is equal to x0 cos omega t plus x0 dash by omega sin omega t. So, x0 is 50 cos omega 108.19 into t 2. This must be in radian plus x0 dash 25 by 108.19 sin Substituting this, we'll get the displacement is minus 46.53 millimeter. So coming to the next question. A vertical cable 200 centimeter long has a cross-sectional area 3.3 centimeter square and supports a weight of 4,500 kilogram. What is the natural frequency of the system and the natural period? So this is the question, and you are given Young's modulus 2.1 into 10 raised to 6 kilogram per centimeter square. So coming to the answer. A vertical cable of length 200 centimeter, area of cross section 3.3 centimeter square. It supports a weight 4,500 kilogram. The weight is given in kilograms, so it is in the gravitational system. If it is given in Newton, we can convert it into mass as W by G. Here the weight itself is given as in kilogram unit, so take the mass itself as 4,500 kilogram. And you are given the Young's modulus E 2.1 into 10 raised to 6 kilogram per centimeter square. So all these units are given. Example is simple, but the units are not in SI system. So conversion of units is the most important thing. And we are asked to find out the natural frequency of vibration of this system and as well as the period of vibration. So we have the general expression omega is equal to root of K by M. There is only one expression throughout this dynamics to find the frequency. Omega is equal to root of K by M. So K is the stiffness. So a cable, it is set to vertical vibration. A cable will be having only extensional stiffness. In the case of beams and frames, we have the flexural stiffness or bending stiffness. It undergoes bending deformation. Here, the stiffness of a cable, when it is subjected to an axial load, it is the axial stiffness, or it is called the extensional stiffness. Extensional stiffness means the load required to pull it by 1 millimeter or unit displacement in the axial direction. We have studied in your MOS delta L, the deformation of a tension member is PL by AE. What is stiffness? Stiffness is equal to load by delta. So P by PL by AE. So the extensional stiffness is AE by, the extensional stiffness or the axial stiffness for cables is AE by L. Everything is given. Area is given in 3.3 centimeter square. Modulus of velocity is given in kilogram per centimeter square. So 2.1 into 10 raised to 6 kilogram per centimeter square divided by the length. The length of the cable is 200 centimeter. So you will get the stiffness of the cable is 34650 kilogram per centimeter. You convert it into Newton per meter. So convert it into Newton per meter. 34650 kilogram into 9.8 per centimeter. So to convert it in meter into 100. So you will get this as the stiffness in Newton per meter. That is very important in substituting this expression. And mass can be taken as 4,500 kilogram. Substituting omega is equal to root of K by M. You will get the answer as 13.83 86.9 radians per second. This is equal to 86.9 radians per second, or the natural frequency in hertz is equal to omega by 2 pi this omega by 2 pi will work out to 13.83. Okay, so the natural frequency omega, we got it as 86.9 radian per second. And from that, the natural frequency f is equal to omega by 2 pi will work out to 13.83 hertz. Now the time period t is equal to 1 by f and it works out to 0.0723 seconds. Okay, now I'll go on to the next example. Read the question. An undamped single degree of freedom system is subjected to harmonic excitation. Resonance occurs when the exciting frequency is 6 radians per second. When the mass is increased by 1 kilogram, resonance is found to occur at 5.86 radians per second. Find the original mass and stiffness of the dynamic system. Okay, coming to this question, the resonance. What is resonance? When the source of external frequency as well as the frequency of the system matches with each other, the displacements will be very high. That condition is known as resonance. So here, when the external frequency becomes equal to the natural frequency of the system, 6 radians per second, that is case 1, resonance occurs. What is the expression for omega? Omega is equal to root of k by m, or omega square is equal to k by m. So case 1, to start with, let us assume the stiffness of the system is k and mass of the system is m. So that substituting here, I can write 6 square is equal to k by m. So we have to find out k and m. And next case, the second case, the mass is increased by 1 kilogram. So mass becomes m plus 1. At that time, the frequency becomes 5.86 radians per second. So squaring 5.86 square is equal to, the stiffness of the system doesn't change, it becomes k itself. Mass increases by 1 kilogram. So this is second step. So dividing 1 by 2, 6 square by 5.86 square is equal to m plus 1 by m. Solving that, we'll get the mass of the system is 20.68 kilogram. Substituting this in expression 1, we'll get k is equal to 6 square into m. It works out to 744.48 Newton per meter. Okay, coming to the next question. For the vibrating system shown in figure, find the natural frequency and period. K1 20 Newton per centimeter, K2 10 Newton per centimeter, K3, K4, K5 equal values 10 Newton per centimeter and the weight 25 Newton. So this is the figure. These two springs K1 and K2, they are arranged in series because as this mass undergoes displacement, these two springs will undergo different amount of displacements, but all these three springs K3, K4, K5 will undergo the same amount of displacement. So these three are in parallel connection and these two are in series connection. So we can replace this system by one equivalent spring corresponding to K1 and K2. To this, the mass is attached. And there is another equivalent spring equivalent to K equivalent to, and it is fixed here. So we can replace these 2 by one spring and 3 by another spring. So let us consider the top spring. Considering the top springs, K equivalent 1, they are in series. So K equivalent 1 is equal to K1, K2 divided by K1 plus K2. All these values are given. K1 is 20, K2 is 10, 20 plus 10. This works out to 6.667 Newton per centimeter. Consider the bottom 3 springs. They are in parallel connection. So equivalent spring stiffness K equivalent 2 is equal to K3 plus K4 plus K5. Each of them are 10. So it is 30 Newton per centimeter. Now coming to the system. If the mass undergoes certain displacement, the amount by which this one get extended will be the same as the amount by which the bottom spring gets compressed. So both of this undergo the same amount of displacement, or we can say K equivalent 1 and K equivalent 2 are in parallel connection. So the K equivalent for the system is equal to K equivalent of 1 plus K equivalent of 2. So it works out to 36.667 Newton per centimeter. So omega is equal to root of K equivalent divided by M. So root of 36.667 Newton per centimeter. So 36 this into 10 square Newton per meter divided by mass. It is 25 Newton. So 25 by 9.8 is the mass. It works out to 37.93 radian per second. So the natural frequency F is equal to omega by 2 pi. It will be 6.037 Hertz. And the time period T will be 1 by F 0.166 second. So with that we have done some typical numerical examples on single degree of freedom system, free vibration, undamped without any damping. So next session or in the next video we will be dealing with damped free vibration, and after obtaining the expressions for responses we will see the numerical examples on damped free vibration. Thank you.